What up, world? You done found the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. Follow us on Instagram at the Super Facts Show. On Facebook, subscribe to the Super Facts Network. If you want to watch the episodes, it's available on YouTube and Facebook. And then if you want to hear it, it's wherever you get your podcast, Stitcher, Deezer, Google Play, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, etc., etc. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Rate, review, like, subscribe, follow all that good stuff people will be asking you for. We won't be asking you for no money. And also make sure you subscribe to St. Laz, New York City's greatest storyteller and occasional co-host of the show. All right, y'all go ahead and enjoy the episode after you do all that. What up, world? It's your boy Mark Waldo Ward, Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Today we got the Bluegrass States on Kentucky's E The Prophet. How you doing, brother?
I'm straight, G. How are you?
Man, I'm chilling. Right now, E got an album out, E For Effortless. Two recent videos, Money Calling and In My Sleep. The first thing I want to ask you, I mean, obviously, Money Calling isn't a real story, but that must have been a exhilarating feeling, making that video and watching the final product. And I'm curious, as an abstract question, not implying that you have any experience, but is there any bigger adrenaline rush than successfully committing a robbery?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Nah, I think maybe performing probably up there.
Yeah.
About neck and neck for sure.
I can dig it. And then we were supposed to do this John a minute ago, so I just peeped the in my sleep video today, and I don't really got no question for you about it, but that shit was dope. That shit jamming like a motherfucker.
Appreciate you, G. Appreciate you.
On the E For Effortless album, the Effortless song, that shit certainly lives up to a name. Like even though like the way you spit is like hard and confident, you do make it sound effortless. And like, is that just something natural? Because those are hard traits to mix. You feel me? Like a lot of artists couldn't do that, especially younger artists.
Man, I just feel like when I'm recording, I think I'm probably in the most comfortable place I'll be, for real. So I think that's just kind of where it comes from. It's just like the amount of comfort that I have doing something that I love, that I enjoy to do. You feel me? That's really where I feel like it comes from.
I can dig it. I can definitely dig it. I was rocking with the Black Sweets video too. Like I thought a lot of the wordplay, that it was creative. The way you flipped it. But one thing you said, the rocks on your watch tell me, or the rocks on my watch tell me that it's demon time. And just out of curiosity, what time is that?
Demon time is, man. It doesn't have like a time frame, but I'd probably say anything after midnight is demon time for sure.
So you know it when it's happening, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I do.
Word. Now, like, I love the video, the Bluegrass. That song's original as fuck. It's great songwriting. But bruh, that motherfucking Kentucky starter is straight up motherfucking flames. Where in the fuck did you get a starter at? I'm from DC, right? And
yeah.
And when starters was in style, the Wizards was the Bullets. And I've been looking on eBay for a motherfucking new starter. I wouldn't even give a fuck what color. I would have a preference, but as long as there's a Bullets joint, like the joint like you got, not like the little referee jacket or nothing. You got the winter joint. Yeah. Like, and I ain't never seen one. Like is that shit? Is it easy to find those in Kentucky? Is that rare?
I'm not gonna cap. I wasn't even like looking for it when I found it. I went to this store in Cincinnati called Rad OTR, and they just sell like a bunch of vintage stuff and everything like that. So I went in there and I was looking through like the shirts and stuff, and then I saw the jackets and the coats, and it stood out because I was looking for like something that I could rock that would be like dope for the video. So I was like, yeah, and that was like the perfect piece.
How much they hit your head for something like that at a vintage store?
I think I got that for like 70.
70. God damn, bro. I wish I had been up in that motherfucking store. I would have got whatever other starter they had. Are you a Kentucky basketball fan?
Man, it's hard not to be living here. That's all they talk about. It's Kentucky basketball. Grew up an Ohio State fan, but no, I'm definitely digging the state for sure.
Do you know who Rex Chapman is? Out of curiosity.
Rex Chapman, yeah.
All right, and this how we gonna bring it all the way back around. Speaking of Rex Chapman and speaking of the bluegrass video and the Kentucky starter, who the white dude in the bluegrass video?
That's my dude Sterling.
Sterling, shout out Sterling. What Sterling be doing?
He used to hoop. He don't. He just be doing the fashion shit now.
Okay, okay. Well, shit. I hope everything works out the best for Sterling. So, out of curiosity, what's the best Faygo flavor?
Best Faygo flavor, probably either the peach or the cream soda.
I could dig that. Those are definitely strong choices. And we're not speaking of straight up though. We're speaking of let's say theoretically it's a mixer, maybe not necessarily with alcohol, but you might cut something with it. You still go peach and cream because I fuck with the orange in that instance too though.
I think I'm gonna go with the peach and cream. I think they're the best flavors for sure.
Hey, to each his own. For each owns his voice, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't even know why I wrote this down. Maybe I saw it in one of your videos or something. But was you rocking or maybe a press picture? Was you rocking a Kentucky ABA jersey and something?
Yeah. I had some pictures that I actually used for like my Apple artist profile and like just some stuff I put on the gram. Old Kentucky Colonel's jersey I got from this little store in the mall.
What player was it?
Oh, it didn't have a player. It was no name, no number. It's just Kentucky on it.
Damn. See, I call myself like a basketball aficionado, and I know a lot of ABA players, but I can't even think of who was like the best player from Kentucky. I think they only had like 1 year. A lot of them ABA teams would like move around and shit.
Yeah, a lot of them got on with the merger for sure. And the Spurs was like an ABA team.
Yeah, Spurs, Jazz, Pacers, and it's one other one. Four of them made it. You know the story of the St. Louis team?
Nah, I don't.
Bro, you should watch the 30 for 30 on that. The Spirits it's interesting as shit. It's mad wild stories. There was a cat on the team that'd be lunching, coming late wearing fur coats and shit, like showing up at the game in the second quarter with a fur coat. But when they had the ABA merger, right? The cats that own the team, these Bamas put in that they in perpetuity got 2% of the broadcasting rights of the NBA deal. And the NBA finally bought them out after like 50 years or some shit. I don't know, 30 years or some shit for like 500 million. But these cats, they didn't even get their team didn't even make it to the NBA. And these cats was getting like 70 million, $200 million checks every fucking year, every new broadcast deal, all that shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a dope ass documentary. I know that would appeal to somebody named E the Prophet.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm big on it.
Is that E? Is it always effortless, or is it like the F in Lil Wayne? Like you be changing it up. Like sometimes you might be, I don't know, I don't know how to say a word right. Enigmatic.
E for Enigma. I don't know, bro. I think for that tape in general, I think it was E for Effortless, but I'm sure it's gonna change around in the future.
Shit, start playing with that shit. You see how well that worked out with Lil Wayne and shit. Man,
Sure.
he did the youth a favor because man, I personally I consider myself having a pretty large vocabulary, and that motherfucker taught me mad words that started with the letter F.
Also, he did for sure.
Hey, what's up with them hats back there? What's your favorite hat?
I'll probably have to go with this Lakers. I got this black and white Lakers one.
That's because you fuck with the hat or because you fuck with the Lakers?
I fuck with the hat.
I could dig it. You fuck with the Lakers?
I mean, it's hard not to, but they're not the team I'm rooting for. For real, I'm a Chicago fan.
Hey, shit, the Bulls got the best defense in the NBA thus far with the 3-0 start. But then
Bulls,
they played the Pelicans in Detroit, so that might not mean nothing. You know what I mean?
hey, they having fun though. I can see it already. The chemistry there.
Yeah, man, and Zach LaVine looked like he leveled up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
You know,
seen videos of him all summer, him working, just getting right in the gym. It's dope to see because, like, I remember when he came in the league, people was just treating him like a dunker. Now that boy like a for real threat.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I've been watching basketball since about like the year before, like the last time the Bad Boy Pistons won the championship. And like I ain't trying to be on no old man shit because I like the way the game is today. But they be acting like cats can't get better. Like if you don't do it in like the first 2 3 years, that's it. And I remember
Yeah,
back in the day, sometimes it take a motherfucker like 7 years, like Jermaine O'Neal or something. But you give him that 7 years, and that motherfucker beast out for you for like 10.
yeah. That's what happened with Randall too. Randall was in the league for what, like 3 4 years before he started for real hooping for the Knicks.
I mean, for a minute. I mean, that 1 year with Kobe, obviously, you ain't gonna be much of a offensive focal piece. But yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, that show they was using them wrong. Are you signed?
No, I'm not.
See, hey, bro, like they say in the NBA, since we talking about that shit, a lot of times it don't matter how good you are, it's where you get drafted to. So, I don't know if you've been watching that Wu-Tang show, but sometimes it's not about the most money, it's about the shit that's gonna, put the most behind you.
For
or
sure.
or like not let you leave you owing the most and shit. I mean, I ain't gonna say I ain't give you no lecture, bro. But like, if you be bored with contracts and shit, like some people, man. But the one investment that's worth it more so than anything is that contract lawyer that one time, or I don't know if you get 10 offers or whatever, but a motherfucker to read that contract because they bear it. Man, I've seen some shit. I used to do like blogging and like more like journalism and shit, right? And I wrote this piece on bad contracts, and I ain't gonna say no names because I ain't get permission from them, and it was off the record at the time. But they allowed me to print the clause from their contract, and they'd have shit buried way deep in the contract that like they was they'd owe money for shit that like didn't even have nothing to fucking do with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if they was on a record company with 15 people, and the record company spent 90% of its fall promo budget on one act, that all the acts got billed for 15% of the entire promo budget. That was like a jump they would do. So the record company was like double dipping off that motherfucker like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They shady as shit, bro. Like I was gonna ask you what's it like where you live at in Kentucky? Because like listening to your music, I mean, you can't always tell, but I feel like I got a pretty good eye for things like that. I grew up in DC during crack. I've been to the pen, all that good shit. And you can kind of tell when motherfuckers is faking. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I don't get that impression from you at all. But then you couldn't beat it. That shit couldn't be true if you lived in some soft ass place. So I'm not that hip to Kentucky. So break it down for me. What's like where you live at? Like
Man.
socioeconomically, all that shit. Because like I see you have white friends. Like
Yeah.
I know it's like cats in Alabama often won't have white friends. So like shit's always different. I'm always fascinated in the because it's as different as we are. Shit's mad similar too. You feel me?
For sure. It's like, so the spot I live in Kentucky, I'm for real like maybe 8 minutes away from Cincinnati. So I'm like right under the
Okay.
city. But it's a mix of people for real. If we talking like socioeconomically, there's a mix of that as well. Because I had kids that I went to school with that was like well off. I for real didn't know that I had it like, different for real until I got to like high school and college, started seeing how other people was living. Um, but like, I mean, I'm not gonna act like it was like something super crazy. You definitely, you had your options where I'm from. So like, it's all about the decisions that you decide to make. I mean, you can get out of anything. I know people that took different routes. I know people that's about to graduate, so like from college. I mean, I'm about to graduate. So like, it's just things like that. But no, I'm like 8 minutes away from Cincy. So you got the city right there that's influenced a lot of like who I am and what I am. Just being there, spending time there as a kid. Seeing the Bengals, having the Reds, all of that, just the culture of it all. And then, like Kentucky don't really have a professional team. So just being that close, to the city where they had these MLB and NFL teams, I don't know, it's a lot of pride for both of them for sure.
Nah, yeah, I could dig that. I ain't know you was that close to it. So like you can go out clubbing in Cincinnati and all that.
Yeah, for sure.
So that means you ain't like somewhere where you like, I've lived in places in like North Carolina or something for a hot second where you wasn't catching no big time acts coming through. But if you live near Cincinnati, you pretty much can experience like most of what American culture has to offer. So you ain't really miss out on much.
Yeah, we just I mean, we just had like we just got like 2 new concert venues built. Pretty sure Trippy was just here, Rod Wave was just here. So yeah, it's it's dope to have the city that close. You get to see those kind of things.
But you still do live in Kentucky. Do you live somewhere where they had like that Oxycontin problem and all that type shit?
Yeah, Northern Kentucky had a bad heroin problem for a little bit. I don't know if we still do.
I mean,
Um,
I'm pretty sure that was because like they stopped making the Oxycontin, bro, and then that was the the next logical choice because you still went detoxing and all that shit.
yeah,
Withdrawal. That's what I meant to say. Withdrawal. So yeah, like a lot of people when they got cut off, when they stopped making them oxys and they started making them roxys, they they started fucking with the heroin. That's actually when fentanyl entered the scene. Back when I was familiar with such things before I cleaned my life up and have become an outstanding citizen with 3 children and a public school teacher wife. I uh I actually remember fentanyl first starting coming to get people hooked. They put it in e-pills back when like they was pills, not Molly. They called them e-pills to try to get motherfuckers hooked on heroin. Then they saw them heroin, and then they was getting better prices on the fentanyl, and it wasn't. I don't know. I guess it wasn't as strong because it didn't seem like motherfuckers was dying, but a lot of shady motherfuckers was like cutting their coke with it, and then then be like, yo, you can come down off this, yeah, give them like some really pure coke with a little bit of fentanyl in it. So they start, like needing it because your body starts craving it in like 4 or 5 hours, right? So then they be like, they think they tripping off the coke, so they'd be like, you can come down off this, and then they get them on the heroin, and next thing you know, and this like the DC area, right? And this be black people, white people, whatever, homeless people, all that type shit. Next thing you know, cats it was just crackheads, or cats it was just heroin addicts, was both. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And it was like these like and I ain't trying to be on no what you call it when you on like foreigners
uh,
xenophobic
yeah,
shit, but these was like some straight up like foreign crime motherfuckers, and it was and I observed this shit. It was like a plan to like make more and that shit ain't no government conspiracy. These was like some motherfuckers getting money, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
it was like a plan to expand the operation, and that shit worked like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? And then the next thing you know, like I know it wasn't as bad as Kentucky, but like I remember that OxyContin shit. I remember like look, cause like I was on probation and I had to stay in this area. I got locked up at Virginia where it was mostly white, and a lot of them kids got on OxyContin. I never even tried that shit, and and, and it was like in DC, like places where you could buy crack or buy weed, like just pulling up in the car, like on the wire, or like 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying. Motherfuckers started selling oxy pills, right? But these white cats, they ain't know that it'd be motherfuckers on the roof with like rifles and motherfucking machine guns and shit. And they was trying to do like snatch and grabs, and that shit wouldn't go so good. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
they be fiending for that shit so bad. But shit, I mean that's neither here nor there. I'm glad that shit ain't no problem in your community. It's a shame, like when I think of Kentucky, I mean now I'm gonna think of either Prophet, but the first thing I think of is basketball, and then I think of that hillbilly heroin documentary. I don't know if you know about it, but it was this like Kentucky Oxycontin shit, and it was just terrible how they was doing them people.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of Kentucky people don't know about. I mean, we got like we got the Louisville and the Lexington. But I feel like my area is like there's a couple of like urban pockets. You feel me? That I feel like people just kind of overlook. And when they think of Kentucky, they think of like the Appalachian Mountains and like hillbillies and shit like that. But
Word.
nah,
Oh yeah,
there's
I know there's mad. Like I've been to Lexington and Louisville. Oh yeah, Kentucky definitely is popping. Like every part of Kentucky ain't no like mining town or no shit.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to imply that at all, brother. Shit, like you said, Lexington and Louisville is beautiful. I mean, the University of Kentucky campus, man. I've been to a game there, bro. That's like one of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah, UK they be get turned on at UK for sure.
Yeah, I was one. What was homeboy's name? Like Travis Ford or something. They had a little white point guard that they love like a motherfucker. Ashley Judd was at that shit and everything.
Yeah. Man,
I,
I
I,
remember.
I don't know, bro. This is like mad long ago. This is like 2004 or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I don't know. The last White guard, I remember motherfuckers going crazy for it. Kentucky was Tyler Hero.
Yeah, yeah. Shit, shout out to Tyler Hero. He balling. You like
Yeah,
that? I mean, I guess you can be political if you want, but you like that Tyler Hero song? Or let's not even say like that. It does is Jack Harlow frequently in your playlist?
yeah, I listen to Harlow. I listen to
Yeah.
Harlow.
See,
Yeah.
I like that one posse cut he got with the baby, and I forgot who else was on it. Maybe Wayne or somebody, but
Oh, you
I,
talking about the What's Poppin' remix?
yeah, yeah, that shit went hard as shit. But I don't know, and I ain't one of them old dudes that don't like new cats. Like I fuck with Stunner for Vegas hard as a motherfucker, the baby hard as a motherfucker, that Chica hard as a motherfucker. So man, I feel like Saweetie can rap like shit. I feel like she don't be getting credit for how good she can rap.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's a
where you at in Kentucky? You said there's little urban pockets. Is there other talented artists other than yourself?
yeah. I mean, it's just really they gotta. I feel like there's a problem with Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, um, just with like persistence for sure, like and consistent, like being consistent. Because I feel like there's like a lot of talented artists, but they just like they'll drop and then kind of like disappear for a little bit and then drop again. And I feel like if they was just able to like you know put their foot on people's neck for like 3 months in a row, 4 months in a row, they start to see that growth that they was looking for. But I don't know, man. It's just really definitely talent here. It's just you gotta have people that like believe in themselves. Like I mean, bro, the producers that I got, all the producers that I got are locally based. You know what I mean? Like all the songs on the tape was recorded by was produced by either a Kentucky producer or a Cincinnati producer. So like there's definitely talent here. We just got to get those people to stay consistent, and I think it's changing and it's growing and it's happening. And I think that's why
Hey, that's what's up, bro. Maybe they need a trailblazer like yourself to, when you demonstrate the consistency and then you find the success I see in your future, then they'll see that that's what it takes.
for sure.
A lot of times people need proof of concept. Like it'll be something that won't nobody do, and then one person do it, and then next thing you know, like 50 people done it or is trying to do it, but before that one person did it, ain't nobody have no faith in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, bro, that shit takes heart. And the last thing I want to finish up with two things. You said you finna graduate college, so you still going to college and doing all this music?
Yeah, this my last semester, man. I graduate in December. Um,
What's your
but yeah,
major?
exercise science.
Oh shit, that's what's up. Okay, well
Yeah,
shit, shout out to you for that. A lot of people act like it's not cool to keep a job or stay in school while they're pursuing music, and I think it's exactly the opposite. I think it's more admirable.
yeah, it definitely is. I feel like it makes me prioritize my time more. Having stuff on my plate. And plus it keeps music as like that escape for me. You feel me? Because like you got the papers and you got all the other BS you got to put up with. So you still got music that you can go to at the end of the day and be like, yeah, bro, that's like my little world. You feel me? So
And then there's no anxiety in it. Like, yo, my whole
yeah,
future depends on if I make a hit or some shit. So then the music's gonna just be better because it's more natural.
like, yeah, for sure. That's that comfort that I was talking about, though. You know what I mean? It's
Word.
like it's where it comes from, bro. I'll be relaxed. It's like my little like I don't want to say it's like my happy place, but that's like my little go to. You feel me? It's like
Nah,
that. There ain't nothing that for real like get me like music does. So
nah, that's what's up. And then to finish it out, speaking of music, what can we be expecting in the upcoming months, weeks, years, days, whatever?
so I actually got a couple treats ready for people. You know what I mean? Got some more little alternative content. I got this little series on my YouTube called Bars Behind the Bar, where I just take songs off the tape, songs that I've released, and switch them up with my dude Ned Beats. He's from Cincinnati too. And we just put like a little piano alternate version to those. But I got that coming out. I got another one of those. I'm probably drop the tape out of those. And then I got some new music. I just snippeted some new music on my IG. So make sure y'all follow me at either Profit too. That's Profit Like the Money. But yeah, man, I got a whole lot in store. I got a lot in the vault. I'm really gonna start off 2022 on the right foot. I think like so it's gonna be good.
Hey, that's what's up, brother. Hey, stay on for 1 second, but I appreciate your time and I wish you nothing but success and thank you.
Appreciate you, G.
No doubt.